What up, anime fans? I am back with another video reviewing episode 6, I think, of the How Teach a Nube remake. I don't know why these videos are, I really don't know why they're making the anime week limited on the YouTube channel. I mean, I'm doing some catching up and stuff. I plan to do some pre-kill reviews tomorrow, but I thought I'd spend tonight doing some other reviews that I've been missing out on. So, this, Dachiakuta, and maybe some Doctor Stone. A lot more episodes now. Like, get for a few, and I'll be okay. Hopefully. So, yeah. Doing pre-kill tomorrow. And I do plan to continue reviewing Possession Orchestra. Only reviewed 2 episodes. Only watched episode 3 today, but I'm going to rewatch that for the review. But yeah, I'm going to decide to not you have to catch up on, since it's going to air 48 episodes, and the episodes a time with fan subs are a bit hard to read. So, doing a slow catch up would be easier for me. Yeah, I'll do it when I can. I can set 2 episode dates for once a week. 2 episodes a week or specific times a day. And I'll just do 2 reviews of it on. So, yeah. I'll Teach You Nube is a great series. It's just interesting that the chapters are so long they're spread through an entire episode. Then normally this type of stories would be that in 2 chapters into 1 episode, like Spy Family does. Like before and after the commercial break. So this is a great series. And I do plan to check out the original when I can. It's on watch through though, a lot of episodes. I think if they listen to the original 2 openings, they're great. I think Nube is played by the same actor in the original. So anyway, right delay. Let's get this video. So the episode opens up differently this time. And that's why I sent her a train. When the train suddenly comes to a stop, when a young woman walks past. It's a snowy base. It's weird. So one of the people who works on the train, so I investigate. Ep6. Oh no, man. Well, it tells the other a third one to stay behind. So, as he's going, he hears a sound. It's on the door. When the door opens, a bloody hand see a bloody hand. As then a guy screams before coming to the opening. After that, the opening, we cut to Makoto in bed just finishing an episode of a Sensei parody on the tablet. Like I've been saying, it's interesting how they decided to slightly update this for the modern audience. Keep the relative stories the same, but add a bit of technology. Make this modern day. Interesting. Technology is not used to defeat the ghosts or anything. Which, smart decision. They only keep technology in the background just to update it, make more modern instead of set in the 90s. Maybe more relatable? I don't know. They must have a reason to rebooting this anime. They must have a reason rebooting this. There's a lot of anime I want to check out as well when I can. Cardfight Vanguard, Shadowverse, Butterbite. Other card game anime other than Yu-Gi-Oh! But I like Yu-Gi-Oh! The most, okay? So, the Cardfight, it has quite a few seasons. 2011 adaptation has a total of, has a few seasons. I think like 3 or 4. Or, I don't know. See the sequel series called G, something like GX. Not just a sequel, focused on new cast of characters. They went for a few seasons before the series rebooted in 2018. I actually may compare the first episode, the original, and the reboot. Just watching them together, see what was changed. Bally plays another card game anyway. On a few seasons. Card play had only for like 3 or so seasons. Shorter than the original. But some stories weren't even. They didn't bother to retell some of the stories from the original. So we got a special prequel story focused on a character that's passed. Ties into G a bit more. I mean, that was the whole point of the reboot, to tie more into G than the original did. Since obviously G wasn't in mind at the time. No, something. But then came the Dress series. Overdress went for 2 seasons. A sequel series, World Plus Dress, came out. Went for 3 seasons. Then a new series came out. So that's a continuation of the story. Sort of a continuation. Just saying the same continuity. But focusing on a different cast of characters. Called the Vengeance, shit. It's just complicated. Buddy Fight has 4 seasons, and a sequel series. It only has 1 season. Shadowburst has a total of 2 seasons, original and sequel. Shadowburst definitely went for 1 season, with a second season being a sequel called Flame, which I heard. I watched a bit of the first episode of Shadowburst, and yeah, it's not a great first impression. But I'll talk more about it when I eventually review it. Stuff I plan to check out. Anyway, after finishing the episode, Malcolm ends up buying a video from a YouTuber named Mr. Horrific. Talking about a legend that actually is a real legend in Japan. The story of the Teke. Easy. The Teke was a legend about a high school girl who got run over by a train, cut her body in half. But since she was still upper half was still alive before she eventually died. Now she's come as a vengeful spirit known as the Teke. They search for her legs. And after hearing the legend, she will pay you a visit in 3 days. But there's a spell to get rid of her. Of course, Makoto's buying into this. And Mr. Horrific's a bit of a dick, as he basically says, if you want to know the spell, please become a member, subscribe, basically pay your money. That's a douchey move. If the Teke actually was real, he'd be blamed for their death. He still profits on someone's death. All just to make fucking money. No, it's horrible. But yeah, Makoto isn't beer. We're actually gonna meet his mother, and he has a cat too. Makoto wants to subscribe, so understand, but as one of the reviews is trying to get to bed. What's he gonna do? Nube, obviously, a little bit pissed. They basically didn't get much sleep because of that Teke. But the other say is just a myth. Really? No, really? After the crazy shit you've been saying? You were abducted by a freaking fox demon. Attacked by a freaking sword demon with a sword blade type of weapon. I'm not kidding. And this is one of your classmates in get a special power of a long neck. I mean, come, your teacher has a freaking demon hand. How do you not think that was real? That legend could be real? That kind of bugs me a bit. They see this crazy shit, yet still think some legends aren't real. Not even consider the possibility they might be real after everything been in the scene. Even Nube is not leaving it. But there's a reason for that. So I forgive him for it, but not the others. Yeah, Rachel goes by asking what they're talking about. Yeah, and that's about the Teke. As Nube tries to reveal the legend about the Teke, a girl that scares me to school and she hates him. When did you ever learn? He has. He should. I suppose he hasn't learned by now. When he slaps his gun. Poor guy. Imagine what. I wonder what world would be if she actually gets brought into this world. You know, she'll try to distance herself from Nube the most, thinking he's dangerous and stuff because his abilities. Only about the rest of the day, Makoto couldn't concentrate. As he kept thinking about the Taka. But that day he couldn't concentrate. He does. Well, weirdly enough, in the bathroom he sees handprints. Yeah. And he sees a girl who sees her other half, but that's just because she's a bit talking through a classroom window to the hallway. I don't get that either, okay? I don't bloody get that. Why would some schools have that in Japan? I don't fucking know. Like, it's not like the typical windows you see. Like, the other tricky Chinatown Makoto is just a legend, a myth. Nube ends up scolding him for it, being a bit harsh. Causing Makoto to run away in tears. Archie and Kyoka, isn't really saying that's a little harsh. He had to, as he says, the because he could actually summon the real Teke. There was a real legend. I mean, he got basically, he gets some supernatural. So some books were given to Nube, or for some reason I don't know what he said. Let's see. You know, there actually was a real incident involving this, where the spirit mirror came from, and that's what we saw early on. Basically, somehow a high school girl wandered onto the train tracks in winter. It looks like in a distant forest or something. It doesn't even look like a place where a high school kid would go. Well, you know, maybe because she couldn't see and she was in depression. I don't know, but yeah, that's what killed her. And basically, that's where the train guys were going, to the police because of that. When they get back, the man was missing, but he found on top of the telephone bone with that girl's upper half on top of him. Basically, because of how cold it was, her blood froze quickly, allowing her to move, allowing the upper half to still move for a bit more before she died. And the poor man died of fright. But that's not the story I heard. I heard the legend of this Teke happened when because she was being bullied and she ended up being pushed onto the tracks. Or did she jump off? I'll tell you, I can't remember. I think she was pushed. A YouTuber, Mr. Nightmare, did a good animated story based on it. If you want to go look it up, or look up the Legend of Take Take. There are many Japanese legends. I wonder if we'll do an episode based on Kisaragi Station. There is a Japanese legend. There is a legend in Japan about Kisaragi Station, where seemingly a girl went missing there. But is I don't know if it's true or not. It's also on the Japanese, like on the 4chan, it's a Japanese version of it. Years ago. So mostly you do a legend based on that. Mostly there was a chapter based on that. Then again, I don't think, unless it did not exist back in the two. Okay, yeah, they probably won't. Since the manga was written in the 90s. Smartphones didn't exist in the 90s when the manga came out. And that story involved had a smartphone because of the 4chan stuff. Yeah. Unless they're crazy to do an original episode for that, I doubt we'll see it. Don't know why. I'm stupid. I'm just stupid. And I've been thinking that. Basically, the reason it was so harsh is better that Makoto doesn't believe in them. Maybe they exist. Because that type of fear can actually attract spirits. It will actually attract the real Teke towards him. So I noticed in these episodes that Kyoka and Hiroshi are the most focused on with Nube. It's interesting. Nakoto's still worried about the whole thing. That's when Katsuya shows up. You know, trying to help him, you know, say it's just a legend and stuff. Oh. You know, he has to go with his sister, but he does give Makoto some advice too. If he's worried about it, why don't you spend time with his mother and father at dinner? Have a nice dinner with them. Problem is, his parents are working late. So he's home alone, he has no siblings. He's scared how the house is dark. He's scared of having to sit in his room. A Nube, Kyoka, and Hiroshi watching from the outside. Nice little bit cozy. And Nube says that she's here. As Makoto's in his room, he ends up hearing do. I mean, the signal you hear for where trains passing. If you live in like a town where there are train tracks in the street and stuff. I think they have some in New York. Nah, I don't think. No, I think San Francisco. I don't know. But they do have something like that in America as well. You know, train stops where they have these bars go down. The trains could drive by. That type of sound, but Makoto's nowhere near a train station. It's just a regular street. Hey, it's a Teke basic presence now. Do you want to keep your legs? Yeah. Makoto's tries to get waiver. Gives you do it like a new way comes in this bit. Right? Makoto fake it, but once the load spell take care of him. Nube just doesn't want to ask her yourself as turns him around and uses his demon hand, places a thing inside of Makoto's head and place the fingers into Teke's head. You should just ask yourself. The demon has collected them. Nube telling Makoto to ask her why she can't rest in peace. He ends up asking, and ends up learning the reason why. It's because people like him, as a parent, try to help her, put more of her to help her rest in peace, but people kept talking and stuff, and that won't happen, and end up quitting later, and that end up not letting her rest in peace. People like that, and she's sort of like a boss. Nocto apologizes and hopes he rests in peace. And that situation is sorted. Nocto thanks Nube. He's now you understand it. Especially forget about her now, so she can rest in peace. After that, we cut to that Mr. Horrific. As he gets his own justice, I guess his own dose of karma. And Teka attacks him, and he's seemingly dead. As blood splatters on the ground. So mostly he's dead. Don't feel bad for him. He's a douche. He's trying to make money off of ghost stories that could, since we know the Teka is real, he basically put a lot of people to death, even though he didn't believe it. The whole spell thing was a lie. So, like I said, he got what he deserved. Yeah, that's the episode. Well, the next episode introduces a new main character of the story. Who, what I seen in the opening, is a type of love triangle thing. You know, Nube likes meets girl. Not really a love triangle, but well, it technically is. You know, Nube likes meets girl. Well, this snow demon, or whatever she is, likes Nube. Gives you the context for it. We'll wait till tomorrow. Actually, it's Tuesday today. So, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please press that button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Like, share, bell. Always good picture. And I'll see you guys later for more videos. That's what I said. I'll be next. Kill Phoenix out.